resolution kan sufuria elsi wan ero ne taba erare kini di katera yo disi elsi wan election ke mwania ite ninga o ingazia darenga so that ba me vole ki yo akwa man ya be singa muke sitara ba feninsan sidika ba renga dika kata ka lepu ba kinga yo na mami pesori ina singa ko si amanga vinsan se ba zini ndakuwa si ilo te yo kole sikini kumba tu sirsi election commission erenu opeta elsi wan pudi e yoni ele so that the yoasi and open che dire dinzaro mi pare di rubi ancora na kana le sua spinio eri dinzaro mi vi ancora an spinimo so skulu hapo eri dinzaro mi vi ancora vada soro metale zrani ba mumvari ku 0 twani arusario dikibani yo unita fa kilu mvaka amuke ko itsoni nga muskulu hapo kamuskulu otoni yo vako so kini disitara as a family head and as a parent lezo kinanzi bivele lipini yote le tema akichiri madanzi lipini ti denga fe bonita mavulele eni mombonga tura biga ditediyo asi te irini nzer biamanenga kini ekite ware angiri ma amaniki highlight rola reki dede asiso peut-être l'effort kine indre mu di school ma puta kan sula mve nursery school zikenda na balikida ga tesari sibani onzera school makala fe tout ça sibo a robo kine e as ina iko fe brani kine kadra schools te banu mve private kan bas bino doni dikisiku ele azere ma fraude ama bikira ndera isunda imapikarwa strike ya pari mingi ya kuruju kwa mafuda bani anziki chi ngoni munyada mbori pari mingi ya bikira ta bari school wase bari subcount is bikira bikira school government no don neki dikai bapi government bikira strike ya si federa eyo wa rusu pari lediki atekini kurude iswe bikura da dor school ta mafuta nkasulwa Ozata azadani ukurode kan kubas ki structure and strike yatina kama kwa bari school mafu opino on private kina basangiri and fiandra mavule kan ku amatikari tinzi anda dual sore apinzi ura mukesi nde angwazi ara kitara so fete de fo ba school opino ripin kene te rotiru school de mingi akimura asoke nde amadu school na rabani ba eyotra ba mudo disi ba mudisi ura amanu kungabezo school as ranke na kursi as ku government musim kene te ga drabe ne onzi ene kan kwa tereni ene ngazo asi elzora ba ka school disi amusenda ayu billion te sizo school ba ka si anti school ar ka ki ada ka hitao cheke ngati azifiko koni ite amada adre school ba ka te musibo ala lo dare ba moro anti amavla deki ba jenski school ba musidi ba ko yo askene ati aga engazo arua kan school arua pia ngwangwadi agata deni aruniko agata deni parite so agata ere aruni lura ati dola dipni azingazori kada reko abandia ina zeresi the weight is uri dena zo das anzi replace when mazi agaki Maracha sabane yo they are one of the best engangwa manajabana tika mudeka school na maurane imudinga meti school Maracha secondary school kitria mitinga tira akata deni ura school ni nazo ndezaro reiko akatera rune mbata anembare azimi tichite mevo le refe antika gana so asina aitida makine ba school school eki azuma actually podo sadis ba school musu anziki orete angere ata de yo ile amoroso dia tuarode amade cha sa ekeria condition programme pie voilà, ni chazo kurisi. Allez, dis-moi, tant que i, digo ni on vezo et yo le bazo.
Chief Facilitator, at this moment, I want to give you this opportunity to now talk to the participants of this budget, this vision conference today. You're most welcome.
Chairman LC3, the Town Council, the Town Clerk, and the Town Council, our DLCs, yes, the political wing of the Town Council, our DPC of Maracha District, the teachers, and government officials here with us, that includes the technical officers of the Town Council, my dear gallant pupils, good morning. My name is Henry Aliku. I am the sports officer, but in for the DE also. My brother Henry, Nemodia, Dio Mabaretinama. As a matter of you are bit of a goddess. It's what I said, Igor. I tell you, return my dear. Sanga salo means Karinapo. It took a matter money, most of the letters, Asuniamo, Musubama, the letter of Matama, as much Ganiki, Zanamata, my friend, the Beati, Matama evaluation. Mangabella mobilizations because of the Lio. I want for fair management, town council, for always organizing this conference. Eliata say, Ariki, Tropical Guinea. We learned a lot. My dear talk like you, my normal majority, Elias Machi, and then immediately. Amawana mitosaro, Chadra Maguriacha, Deliqua, Miandre Mupirare, even that's this at a minute. All I am immediately, you need to it has meaning as in as money. If we have failed as parents to manage the discipline of our children in our homes, it means education has failed. Takato amanzima discipline can kujita yafone manage ya kuwa kekamoke sira. It's okay. Unitani kamudilera IE Zara kilianza na voo bado fulili sinema itakina amani Elianza ya nisama ya manezi manzi ma discipline moke Dini kwe Elianza ya si Kalikulia tebe aliberi rikisi Chia manantolka tolka Imatim beka kada ziga moke ku Discipline finance of the zone keku we have sat here today because the town clerk and management had financial discipline last financial year. Teachers, parents, and the children manage the discipline of everyone well last year. That's why we're celebrating the performance of our learners this year. Last year we had a very, very different theme, but this year our theme is different. Celebrating excellence, inspiring achievements. Okay? Celebrating excellence, inspiring achievement. Akadado jati siku yali UPA aludiyali karina anbo. Amademo wame amahuri sila. Fia majere. Miri yandiri. Bata magilere njaki yoki mingi. Manigar spala lupo ijalo. Muso yifle ya kwenye masakoso. Diara. I want to say, good performance is not from a very good school. Good performance is from a very good child. Agata lari kalikuwa agata mokeli ilingava mokeli. Town clerk, you said something about Nyandaba SS. I am a proud product of Nyandaba SS. But here I've stood before you today to speak about excellence and achievement. There are schools in which learners do not really start, but still and I'm okay. People used to think, Gakitan Aluma Primary School. I want to say shame on you. Whoever has been thinking that, shame on you. School Azeki in some districts. After school Amaru or Femiden. What Aluma here, that has a very good staffing level. More than 15 teachers in that school. If you went to Koboko, he is here. Town clerk is here. There are some schools in Koboko where Mbabaka Roba to Ikakubasia. I want to say in Maracha, the least staff school has 14 teachers. I'm not expecting in Batama Ongoma too because staff level is now fairly okay in the primary sector. But the challenge has remained between me, you, and the child. We tried last year. I want to focus on town council this time. I do not want to focus on the main district because I've been invited by the town council. But however, whoever is here and is from outside the town council, pick whatever is good here to help your community. Last year, 119 learners sat in town council. Of the 119, Division 1 we had 5. Division 2, we had 54. Division 3, we had 38. Division 4, we had 16. Division, actually those who refused to pass. And the Agava Sidiki, and I Azeki Okura Mava Koledi, and Kwazanaki Nago, Agora Mava Koledi, Kimana Schoolers. Those who absconded. You can learn on average, pass rate there is 94.1%. Can you clap for the community? I want to thank you so much because you picked some key attributes of Mr. Debo San. Before he left, he did a lot in inspiring education. He supported primary schools a lot. Town council generally, Maracha Town Council has been so good with education. There are things that we have done ourselves, but we find you people doing it for us. Our fourth council in Saro and similar arts. You'll be prioritizing your allowances. But out of the little money you people get, you prioritize education. Because we know that when our community is educated, we can reduce the level of poverty, we can reduce the level of literacy, we can reduce the level of backwardness, we can reduce the level of people falling sick. Thank you so much, team Maracha Town Council. I want to say, Town Clerk talked a lot about roles of parents. I don't care because you have failed to provide good accommodation for your children. There is no light for this child. Please, this is town council we're talking about. Let us make use of our brains to make sure that we provide for our children. Please, don't misquote me. Iyomini eri must be something sustainable enough. The mavutia kadiyebo, dare mazama kongoni, should be in your brain.
I have not said this over the party. No. You can have a very decent rest house for this child. You provide the necessities in that house. That is your responsibility. So long as you are saying that my responsibility me to another person, never the code para mukere Vade monkalisa harare is your responsibility. Vade momaskiti harare is your responsibility. Vade kalisa harare maskiti harare ma difference vasa yote ini atipi azisa stoga mare amapiano. Ba gombe daskiku o sulotia vade kitotro ba ko yote amanenga mungu barundi zone but motso disco holma saskene ba ingotwane. Mungu mwaka na be kisiwa. We shall crash. This affects town council to a greater extent. Town clerk and chairman LC3 town council, I request that you have a very special meeting with the operator, disc operators of town council. Even if your place is recommended, get that person and talk to this person. Let us now forget about the whole district kind of thing. Let us focus on our place. Mifu akura miteluri mifu maduwewa. Mizulana madini maduwe. Eka amake ligasa kakinga mifu la ndega. Kakinga kuyani mitili maduwe. Can we have that meeting with the stakeholders of those disc operators? How best can we help ourselves to make sure that our children pass? Unfortunately, Madam Manzaraki Town Council, they are told they study outside Town Council. Must you destroy the future of the neighbor's side? Barcelona money, you can let Zilana Atansi come over the school, the land of Zilana was different. Zilana every Jikuyani, Lucidiale, Mfata, was the land of the garden, meaning absolutely my enemy of Korea. Let's look at the accommodation of the children. Uniform. Kale kupongwanze nedi. Amadira nze na boazi tsere keneraya. Amadira jamaiya. Kale kuke mangaze ne yari. Mubinge wochinde. Vanese azinga zaro eresilizwe fukalina. Ere mujinsi jinsi da ukyalo dere asero. Tetrozo di. Dozazane. Mama ngazali fumudrisi maza. It can stay for 5 years. Teva ni sudi mi mvarendo ezaru mi bias mi dina to say ayo ili sumi vutu ale ko fam via na mi dina seba you keep watching this child moving out. You don't say anything just because ekene le ba my harassance ke ko ba malo yanzene o ko seko kan ko seko no way. Ikana mi zira ni mambari suronze yelo zira ni mambari ne ando ni sura na maka korende kama ngumina mafutia vangu robela na rokopi rebedo usudale anzile mazi akule usurala bege azike basu kokwa kana kusasa baba bia bangwa ke basu dala eluzi ro wale roza robola ke otode midega ke nevali sultani ne kanale atalas mesu vezayo akomele mfa ya midi bejiri de yo zayani you will never believe it. Amemanta kazi masuta zaro. Sutami sometimes communicates about iyomi area ngoni area. Afataba lakini susuti ni rote neko. Be decent. That's all. Iyo anzi monitorable typical to a very big extent. There are responsibility ne. As the name is a book, it's a pen, it's a uniform, it's a family school nereki. If Kaitora, if a man is sent a midday meal for that, come and ask me whether this child cannot transform. I could state that okay? The state we said last year has gone. Because the outcome is now here, okay? The outcome is the 94.1% performance or pass rate. You understand? I could do that. I'm moving to the next stage. The next stage is empowering these children with their basic needs. Empowering them. Providing them midday meals. Okay? If I see the man there, to you can go in Yavana, in Varane, me want to performance, tell me Maria and Golia. It take a over and if I go there. If a man, ya remeta Garako, Eremis, put a mamba, I call them out to base. At least in Yana, Carreo, Murudia put us. He can do go over in school as they go, can move in Square Malanasi, but in Square Dimbu, Ability Dimbu, Valsa Class, Buenica. So, perform. Thank us right to be so embarrassing to have our learners have mangoes for lunch, raw mangoes for lunch. Men we are need people. After the doctor, the paper by but it's lunch for there. I let them open a room or prosecute the lunch for there. Did anyway, lunch for me, Moprato. I got the salons for I. Maria Masuni is Moprato. Middle of the class here, middle. The map in the Firamis, Kalina, you work and go me out of this. You'll be absorbing nothing. Iyo anzi manyakavli. I can correct Ryan. We shall increase on the number of first grades in town council. In the Baba Tonelki, personal believe, Bariki, Bechoba, Fasua, or Rarki. Anyway, after me, read the Orala. You read the Orala. Bariki, the Tankos of Maruki, Buruki, Manada. Back at them in the Z, a Fasam County. So please, you want the Manyaka, you should prioritize it. My own speaker, Maruangem de Rui, young Barbada Pureda. I'll attack a media series. In moments running into your cabinet. LC is where you can't use this one. The majority of the stakeholders of this site out for a minister or anybody comes also. I want to say this without fear or favor. The biggest mobilizers are elsewhere persons. Andra campaigns in Yazaki or back and back on the school, my day, and back on the money for tobacco. You mean to recommend the Kaki or Manawadi? I demanded 6 of them on the 2 of Yakaki, or of them. LC one tier persons be TOT. The Mavuti okay of Flan. Me organize a village meeting. I want people to forget about Ogorma. Please. LC one tier man, the American Feminan. I would examine a Milan fan. It is time. I was a moment for a way over the vessel. Is that knowledge not enough to transform or to help your family? Maybe I say else one already. If you are poor, you have a family like it to a break. And it's okay only to have a total African gossip. A commerce, a regada. A minute, a mask, you have any else look on you can hide us at the envy of an American party on the only time I didn't hear. Level back on Valley, Kirkiri. The time as you back those who come back on the Icosendo. Maybe the King will meet the devil in Muzzoliani. 1 other minute. Some of you do not deserve to be LCs. I want different in this. Mimbu off. Arabakets or about the time home as a cough. Yomas, I'm a guamin that they can put that's what I'm apple. I want to recognize Mr. Stanley that this is one purpose. Eka, if in Buddha's local policy, village management, my concern management, Maria Kumora classy, borrow leave from him. Okay? He was here in the Omokenik and Marotia and Young Garebo, Maso de Ariane. Kaneko, Amamunga man on Zebba, he will tell something or share some information to those people and they will understand. Yamadere, it's on the river. Yes, we're not going to. Now be over in Zarusu, Minimara, Mira. So many of Malaga and Navinzico. Take our mochi as a not just a Maria Zaba and Navinzi, not the Betu or Salamaya. Take our mommy place the way to be playing. Millions in our no credit to our Oramas.
Performance is home-based. Teachers, let's us where are you? Let's put up your hand kindly. But I want to say you are the drivers and determinants of good performance. Without these teachers being at the steering, don't expect anything good from the school. How you do your work, how you present issues, how you conduct yourself, how you deliver, how you talk to them, determines how a school performs. He has been telling me, Henry, please lead my two teachers. Lead my two teachers. Let them first try. Of course, for the other private schools, their health is determined by the owners. But where we feel there is potential, we also advise the owners for the benefit of their own school. Because we see substance in this person. I want to thank you teachers for not assuming him. Because if you are failed to perform, we'll say, you want to make it. Sasa demna matizi. Zivini mara awandra mene kungamani pale kidaya ndio kidaya kuia. Of course, we understood ourselves. We thank you so much for impressing good performance. But this is just yet the beginning. You are now in a frying pan. Very soon you are jumping into fire. Okay? This year's performance, I talked about sustainability. Let us do things in a very sustainable way. When you are allocating subjects, as head teachers, deputies, and those of schools, make sure you balance between upper primary, middle primary, and the lower primary. Borrowing from one of the target teachers, for example, Alika Bismarck. Come to Alika Bismarck, he's at home there. The delegates of the primary school. There was a year in which Alika brought all the teachers from, actually those who have been teaching P7 to teach P4 and P3. People thought Alika was mad. People abused him. That very year he gave 4, not 3. He said, this man has come to kill our school. This man really can he manage his primary school? Now the following year he gave 8. Now people started going silent. After that, 12. That was the kind of sustainability I was talking about. Corona killed his plans. Corona killed his plans because that very year he retired. The school was actually, the last 2 terms were closed by a different teacher, the current one. He gave 9 in that year. The following year he gave 1. No, he gave 3. After that he gave 1. People said, this man has finished our school again. But the last year he said, people I was planning also. 9. You understand? Meaning, he is going sustainable also. You have your own philosophy of enhancing performance as a head teacher. Please, my dear teachers, I do not want to sound so intimidating. What I know is you're all capable, that's why I head in those schools. You continue inspiring your teachers, continue appreciating your teachers, motivate them. When you motivate teachers, there's no way they will fail to perform. Teachers have got very simple motivation. Mbapi kamu class ya, kakanda repeat zeno meeting na kamu staff meeting na, ikaga mo prep kwa msalimu ya futoi.
Mbabli ka fuka na malu tudi famo kan after 1 week kan masaling dia accumulate e kamu calculate ka fe worobo but sa 4 minutes the following week is in class full hata zala kino na muzo class ya in some schools like youth primary school denga police sa minutes ka setoi mbabli de ka tigana yema sana. You understand? This is objectively. They have reached a point where Mimbapi, the neighbor, the money bagu, the Mataki, my family will embed the Mother Baku said, Ikama, the Arabic open with them. Okay? Let us teach it that way. I'm very happy to say, Baba to Manzaki school are over, but they don't send them to private schools. Because they feel they are capable of teaching their own children. I'm not campaigning any private school here. This is an example of trusting, schools trusting their own teachers. This is sometimes I wonder.